warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We will from last group and I will present about when we teaching media, technical and non-technical. Before I will presentation, I will introduce my member. The first one is me, Satrio Saputro, and the second one is Kiki Maulana, and next the third is Elsana Diva Salsabila, and the last one is Monica Intan Bersama. And so we can enter to the presentation. The description: media education concerns all communication media and their combination made possible by the so-called new media. These communication media are constituent parts of all texts, regardless of technology. The word print or spoken, graphics, sound, stills, and moving pictures. The so-called new media, including the internet, being development and combination of the above module are essentially technology that serve their distribution and have an effect on several social dimensions. Critical reflection on the possible effects is also included in media education. According from the Brinton 2001, distinguishes between two types of media, technical and non-technical. The former recalls the technological innovation in language teaching, which involve the use of technical paraphernalia. Example include video players, OHPs or overhead projector, self-access centers. The latter type of media involves teacher-made non-technical aids like drawing, wall charts, maps, or reality from daily life such as fruits and travel pamphlets. Nah, jadi di bagian deskripsinya sedikit penjelasan, yaitu pendidikan media menyangkut semua media komunikasi dan kombinasinya yang dimungkinkan oleh apa yang disebut media baru. Lalu media komunikasi ini merupakan bagian penyusun semua teks, apapun teknologinya, seperti cetak atau lisan, grafik, suara, diam, dan gambar bergerak atau kita sebut GIF. Apa yang disebut media baru termasuk juga internet. Nah, lalu ada sedikit kutipan dari Brinton pada tahun 2001, yaitu membedakan antara dua jenis media, teknis dan di media sendiri ada bagi dua, berarti ada teknis dan non teknis. Nah, yang pertama itu dari media teknis, yang pertama adalah mengacu pada inovasi teknologi dalam pengajaran bahasa yang melibatkan penggunaan perlengkapan teknis. Jadi sedikit lebih modern, kayak lebih dipersiapkan kembali alat-alatnya gitu. Ada yang disebut proyektor, pemutar video, terus pusat mandiri. Nah, selalu ada itu non teknis. Nah, bisa dibilang non teknis ini kita bisa bilang sebagai cara tradisional lah ketika guru untuk mengajar. Ada apa aja sih di cara tradisional itu? Pertama itu ada gambar, lalu bisa juga grafik, lalu juga ada peta atau realita dari kehidupan sehari-hari seperti buah-buahan dan pamflet perjalanan. And next, the role of technology and media in learning. The first one is as an additional role. Technology and learning media in the learning process, both at school and at home, have a strategic role, one of which is acting as an addition. The second one is as a complement. Technology and media are called acting as complementary in terms of technology as a complement that support the use of media in the learning process. Lalu ada juga teknologi and media are said to play a role as a substitute for, meaning technology and media as a substitute for distant learning activities. Nah, harus dijelaskan juga di sini ada beberapa peran teknologi di dunia pendidikan, yaitu pertama itu sebagai peran tambahan. Teknologi juga sebagai peran tambahan untuk ketika proses belajar baik itu di sekolah maupun di rumah, atau bisa disebut terus ya di rumah. Lalu yang kedua itu as a complement atau sebagai pelengkap. Teknologi dan media juga bisa disebut sebagai pelengkap karena dia membantu untuk proses pembelajaran. Yang ketiga itu ada teknologi as a substitute atau bisa dibilang mengganti. Nah, yang mengganti di sini itu mungkin kayak lebih tadi di awal sudah dijelaskan, yang mungkin tadinya sedikit dari non teknis kita sedikit berubah ke teknis, itu menggunakan alat media canggih seperti proyektor, mutar video, itu. Okay, next from the Monica.
The benefit of technology in learning. Number one is facilitate the creation of learning media. Number two is facilitate the delivery of learning media delivered in class. Number three is facilitate teachers and students in finding other learning resources other than through the book and the teaching material. Number four is the technology makes it easy in terms of simplification of the material to be delivered. Material can be simple through the chart, graph, or others. Five shifts in the learning process. The development of the use of information and communication technology has led to five shifts in this learning process, namely from training to appearance, from classroom to the where and at any time. Number three is from paper to online or channel. Number four is physical facilities to network facilities. Then the last one is from cycle time to real time. The next is the implementation of technique and non-technical media in learning. The use of technical media in learning is needed as a tool to facilitate the achievement of learning objective. For example, teacher and student can carry out the learning process in the different place or far apart by utilizing internet, Schoology, and Google Classroom for learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. Well, for non-technical media, do not use technology as a media of learning. Usually when face-to-face, for example, teacher and student use the book, globe, whiteboard, etc. as learning media in classroom or school.
The next material is example of technique and non-technical media. In non-technical media, for example, blackboard, whiteboard, magnet board, funnel board, pegboard, flashcard, index card, poster, maps, pamphlet, brochure, photo, cartoon, line drawing, newspaper, books, and magazine. And in technical media, there are record player, audio tape player or recorder, CD player or recorder, radio, television, film projector, video player or recorder, telephone, slide projector, computer, language lab, computer lab, multimedia lab, and internet. Namun untuk penggunaan magnet board, funnel board, pegboard, flashcard, index card, CD player, radio, atau television di sekolah masih jarang untuk digunakan. Then the next material is the importance of using technical and non-technical media. There are a number of reasons why teachers should present their classroom lesson using technical and non-technical media. The first is technical media brings real life into the classroom. Then ultimately boosts learners' motivation. Learners' style are developing and extending. Then effective learner processing of the lesson. Then can engage in in interactive problem-solving activities or cooperative project. Then the next material is example of non-technical skills. The first is communication skills allow you to share information effectively with others. Then cooperation refers to your ability to work as a team. Then adaptability reflects your ability to process, handle, and respond to change. Then organizational skills help you create and maintain an orderly workspace and develop processes that allow you to complete your work efficiently. Then collaboration skills relate to how well you work with others on a project to achieve a shared goal. Then creative skills help you view manage challenges in new way. Then time management skill reflect how you structure your workday and use your time. Then prioritization refers to how well you determine what your most important tasks are. Then enthusiasm refers to your excitement about the specific job or your desired industry. Then the last is emotional intelligence relates to your ability to understand your own emotions as well as how will you understand and respond to the emotion of the others.
Next is how to improve non-technical skills. Here are some ways to help you improve your non-technical skills. First, ask for feedback. Ask for feedback from people you trust about your current work performance. Second, look for resources. Explore your option for resources to help you improve your skill. And the third, observe others. Think about colleagues you admire or who are successful. Example of non-technical skill in the workplace. Brainstorming ideas for a project. To find solution to certain problem by collecting ideas spontaneously, this technique can maximize group creativity in terms of generating ideas and determining which ideas are most likely to be successfully implemented. Communicating with client. If in the world of work, we communicate with client, but if in learning, we communicate with student. Communicating is one example of non-technical. Completing your work before deadline. This is done in order to train discipline. Creating schedule for your workday. Making a schedule can help you determine the right time. Discussing a problem with coworker. Discuss problem with coworker in order to get an easier answer, including non-technical. Responding to change in process and working with a colleague on a project. And the last is tips to help non-technical skill throughout the job application process. First, non-technical skill for a resume. Dedicate a specific section of your resume to discussing your skill. Next is non-technical skill for a cover letter. Use your cover letter to showcase your personality and to make a good first impression on the hiring manager, enticing them to learn more about you. And the third is non-technical skill for a job interview. Provide in-depth example of your non-technical skill in your job interview.